Yeah. So here we are walking up to our first house on Chow-In. We got the whole bus coming to look at it, see what a fixed up house looks like.
Eileen, what was the ARV when you saw this property?
180.
180? What were the comps? Do you remember? I guess at 180? Or
Yeah, 180.
185.
So it comped out at 180, 185, and you ARV'd it at 180? Okay, and what were your estimated repairs?
28.
Estimated repairs were 28. Okay, let's go
What
go
were the
back.
actual
180
repairs?
times 0.65 is 130. 130 minus 28 minus 13,000. The offer should have been around 89. 99? 89. What did you guys buy it for?
105.
105. Like that. Is 89 correct? Yeah. Okay. You bought it at one. Now, what was your original offer?
I believe our original offer was 105. We adjusted to a 70% rule because we knew there were a lot of offers going on.
Okay.
And we upped it a little bit because we thought it was cute.
He's looking at comps that are like 240
Okay.
now, right now, just sold.
That's cool.
No, come
They're
sit.
240
These are on your
and
phone. Come sit down
So
for a
the only
second.
thing that I'm seeing here, well, let's back up. So you're 105 into it. Your expenses are.
Our expenses were higher than we anticipated.
Okay, you estimated 28 and it came in at 32.
Like 32.
Okay, and then your closing. I mean, you at 10% for all your closing stuff. Okay, so what's your potential profit on this deal?
Well,
Once
it
you
was
close.
26, so 45, right?
45?
Well, he's saying we're selling too low. Look at the comps here.
She took a picture of. I'm assuming this is off the internet of comparable homes, and this particular house has 2 model matches on this block. This is from May. I don't know when this picture was taken, but they sold in May. One of them at 260, one of them at 270. Those are model matches.
And you guys sold it what?
We haven't sold it yet.
I don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at something else.
Hey, look, I mean, this is off your phone. I don't know. I mean, this is your phone.
679 challenge.
Here, somebody else hold this.
What's the offer right now?
195.
195 and talk. There was one other for 210.
Yeah, that's your address, right? The first one. 5679.
You know what?
But
These are probably the
But you're at a
foreclosed
potential
amounts.
profit of about 45 to
The
50.
sold price.
How long
Yeah,
have you
but
been
when
in
they
this deal?
foreclose and it goes on record,
This
that's what it
particular
goes
deal?
on record
We
as,
started
is-
the renovation
yeah,
in
that's
August.
what I think that is.
You
Okay.
purchased it in August.
We purchased it
July. We purchased it
July
July.
26.
Okay, so August, September, October, 3 months, $50,000.
Yeah. Smile.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
now
baby.
take a look at this too, right? I mean, what are you saying to yourself? Hell, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
we're fundamentally stupid.
We're just a couple of chicks.
We're not really
What are we-
fundamentally stupid, but if we can do it, anybody can do it.
No, I'm just kidding.
How you feel about that?
Oh, no, I'm
But
okay.
What they did is they applied themselves, all right? They applied themselves. Had you had any real estate investing experience prior to this?
No.
Never.
None.
Never even thought of doing it until Armando said it was possible. Had no earthly idea. Always thought about real estate. It always sounded very sexy. But, you know, come on, it's only for people with money. Come on, you know, you have to know what you're doing. I mean, all kinds of the same excuses you hear all the time. I mean, we had all those. We go to a 2-hour thing with the snapper, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, we're in a 3-day thing, you know, and we're like, wow, regular people can do this. And I'm an engineer, and it was a mathematical formula. You're able
Go
to
ahead,
apply
sign up.
it,
Give them the credit card. Go ahead.
you know.
Now, how
And-
much of your own money did you actually use to get into the deal?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all of it. Well, it's really credit card companies.
There went that teaching lesson.
And it's really.
No, if I think it's tonight, or if it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. Armando talks very specifically about using credit card money. We did in the workshop about using credit card money. That's legit OEM, other entities' money. Very legit. Okay. That's part of the reason that we do the credit repair, and you know, and and have those credit cards for that. Okay. So what's the biggest thing you learned in this event?
In this experience, I learned that if there's a water heater in the kitchen, you're going to want to move it to the garage.
Now, do you mean this weekend, or do you mean the whole
No, I mean
experience?
this experience of buying
this deal here.
property.
A pool is more than you think.
A pool costs more to repair?
Costs more than you think, because you can acid wash it. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to paint it, and marine paint is $100 a gallon. So it's a little more than I expected, although it looks great, but it's a little more than I expected.
Now, just so that y'all know, the numbers they gave me inside was they spent $4,000 more than they estimated.
Right.
But they've got an offer on the table for $10,000 more than they anticipated. So there's a $6,000 surplus. And the market's rising.
The market's
Our
rising.
contractor was about 13% off his bid. Something like that.
What do you mean?
Our contractor, when he gave the bid, he was about 13% off because we forgot appliances. So there was a little bit.
So who was off? You were off or he was off?
Well, he didn't include something that we tacked on at the end, so it was like 13% difference. But I included that in the 28 and 32.
Okay. But 32 and 28, there's a difference there of
4,000.
single digit.
Thank you so much.
What's the
Thank
percentage?
you so much.
7%? 8%?
Oh,
4
okay.
out of 32 is
Tomorrow.
1/8.
You've got
Just
it
so
right?
you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go get my car.
1/8.
You know, it broke
Oh, yeah,
down
well, you're
again.
finished.
12%?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but it's very, very nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
But is it cute or
One
what?
suggestion.
Yeah.
I know. I
Doesn't
did.
it? Well,
I've got
that
a
window,
mirror.
there was no
I
window.
bought a
It was all
mirror.
boarded
It
up, but we
doesn't
put that
fit.
big window
So
in there, so you
yeah.
walk
So
in
when
and
you
the
open
first
them,
thing you
I know.
see.
I saw it.
Yes, but we put
Thank
in
you.
as big a window as that would
But that's the
accommodate.
only thing I see.
Yeah.
So they cut into the wall.
The potential buyers, are they first-time buyers?
Can't remember.
It's FHA.
Paycheck.
So they get the 8,000 credit?
If they work fast enough.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Candace.
Thanks, Candace.
November 30th, I think, is the cutoff. November 27th.
For what? What other questions do you have for these young entrepreneurs?
Did you pick these paint colors, or was this the color?
It
No,
was.
we didn't paint it.
You didn't paint
Well,
it?
they painted the.
They painted the trim. They
Yeah.
To
they
match.
fixed it up a little bit.
It was
but,
already like this.
Yeah, it was in good shape.
That's
She
been a
found a
question.
picture back in '94 where it's Pepto-Bismol paint.
Really?
Oh my God, she found, whoa.
That was a question I received several times today. Do you necessarily have to paint the outside? The answer is no. If it's in good condition,
Well, and it blended, and it,
Yeah.
why
good
paint?
We just
Colors.
painted the trim.
Yeah. It's good colors.
and if
What the
it's a
roof
decent color, neutral color.
The roof was like 4.
Spent $4 grand on the roof.
Okay, so several people want to know what the story is on the medicine cabinets.
Oh, this is. I can tell you. I can tell you. This is what happened. One of the really neat deals I got was a mirror, and it happens to be sitting in the garage right now. And the mirror was supposed to replace those medicine cabinets. We put the mirror up there, and it would cover up the electrical, so they didn't put the mirror up.
Well, that didn't mean we shouldn't have cleaned it. We should.
Have you had an inspector yet? Inspection, or are you leaving that up to the buyer?
I'm leaving it up to the buyer.
Okay.
Where's the sink that you found in the...
It's in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, that's the dumpster sink. We're the dumpster diving divas.
Another, well, one man's trash is another man's treasure kind of thing. I mean,
Well, yeah. No, the faucet was $70. It was a $400 one down to $70. She found this Home Expo 70% off. They just didn't want to move stuff, and we couldn't carry stuff fast enough. That old rental car was like this driving. We're just like filling it up. Towel bars, everything. We gave a lot of it to the contractor.
In fact, there's still some stuff in the garage. If anybody wants it, I've got some Venetian blinds in there and stuff that I pulled out of the.
Process. Go to the garage.
Yeah, I pulled it out of the dumpster. Anybody want to see? I'm gonna go get it.
Cool.